What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some City Skylines today. We are going to be building back again in my Appalachia map, where we are going to be kind of building our school systems today. So with the last episode, we got all the housing and everything done. So far, we've got all the utilities done. We've got water, we've got power, and we have landfills and all of that to take care of all the garbage which was piling up. Today we're going to take care of one of the areas here that I want to do that's kind of, it's not necessary right now at this moment, as say some of the emergency services that we need to get down, such as police or fire, or anything like that, but we still need to kind of get this in there because it's part of this particular neighborhood, or at least I want to build it as part of this neighborhood. And I just think it would be a great idea to kind of finish this as part of it. So I'm not going to really talk hardly at all during this section. Instead, I'm going to wait until we actually get done where I can actually show off, kind of the finished product. Instead, I'm going to kind of let the music do the talking, let the video do the talking here, let the time lapse kind of work through, and you guys can kind of see how I built everything. And then if you have any questions or anything like that, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments below, so feel free to ask questions. Anything that you would like to know, I'll be happy to answer. Also, if you have any suggestions or anything, I'll be happy to listen to those as well. I am still a noob when it comes to this game, still trying to learn everything, still trying to figure it out. I actually have questions of my own, so I would love to know from you guys, any pro players out there, anybody who's been playing City Skylines for a long time religiously, kind of like I play Planet Coaster religiously. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know your, anything you had to say, any kind of tips or anything like that. I would love to hear them. Until then, let's kind of skip through all of this and let's go ahead and watch the time lapse, and I'll see you again here at the end of that in the live version. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching the video up until this point. We are here in the live view. If you are actually just skipping ahead to this point, that is fine as well. If you don't like watching the time lapse, you just want to see what was built, that's cool. I would appreciate it though if you actually did just like let the entire thing run out, because one of the important things for a YouTuber is the view time from their viewers. So if you're skipping through the video or just, you know, like watching a little bit of it and not watching the rest, that actually ends up hurting our numbers and stuff. So not great. However, if only a few people do it, that, you know, doesn't really matter. But when everybody does it, that's kind of a thing. So instead of just kind of skipping through things, I'd rather know what I could do to improve. So, but anywho, that's beside the point. Let's not talk about that. That's not important. What is important is what we were doing today. So if you guys remember, last episode we built all of these all of the houses and stuff in this neighborhood, which were placed individually, one by one, by myself on every single block, just to kind of get the feel of the neighborhood that I wanted and not getting any houses that kind of repeated. There are still a few houses here and there that, you know, it looks like they did repeat that I didn't notice, but it's fine. It's not a huge big deal. But what we were able to get done today was the school systems. So like I said, I wanted to kind of get these in because the school systems are important for the neighborhood. This is how every big neighborhood like this would usually have a school. And I think this school right here would actually, this is both the high school and the elementary that I decided to do today. And I think this would actually, when we continue on over here and do more houses over in this area, I think this would actually cover those as well. So it would actually handle all the traffic, all of the housing from those, and probably up in this area too. So at least I think it would. They are fairly large size schools. So let's take a look first of all at the high school. So, as you can see, this is I think this was the Toronto school that I used, and it was, let's see, I can't tell. I call it Adams High School. Yeah, it's based off a high school in Toronto. So, this was on the workshop. Just search for Toronto school. I think you should be able to find this. It was one of my favorite ones that I found on the workshop. It's named Adams High School for a reason, which I won't get into in this video, but it is kind of a shout out to somebody important to me, and, you know, kind of giving them, you know, let them know that I care. And this is, you know, just basically it's a typical high school. We got plenty of parking. Looks like there's lots of kids just like walking around on the road here, but, you know, they're not gonna, I mean, I guess a few kids would probably drive to school, but they're grabbing their bikes and stuff. And oh, here comes the trash collector, which you notice is a custom truck. I have been slowly changing over some of the vehicles out of the game for custom vehicles, and just kind of slowly getting into that. We got a flag right out front. The colors and stuff are still a little off right now. I'm still trying to find the perfect blend of like lighting and stuff to get everything really perfect. I feel like everything is just like really shadowed, and I can't understand why. Like everything is just like really, really deep in shadow, and maybe that is that could be the loot I'm using, or I don't know, but something is terribly wrong there, and I haven't been able to figure it out. It even does it with the cars and the vehicles and stuff too. You can't see the vehicles and the cars at all. But I think this high school looks fantastic. It's fairly large. And we also put in the back here, we have the high school football field. Very important. People around here they love football and basketball, and that's one of the biggest kind of things in our area is football and basketball. So in high school it seems to be more about both, but when college comes around, some people care about football when it comes to college, but let's face it, UK rarely ever, they don't win a whole lot of games. However, our UK basketball team though, the Wildcats are always on top notch. Not that I follow sports ball or anything, but you know, they typically are one of the #1 teams. So, but yeah, I decided to do a football field back here for this because I just felt that kind of needed that, you know what I mean? And this football field was excellent. I don't like how the grass and stuff comes up out of that. I believe I know how to fix that though, so I'll probably fix that in the next episode. We put a fence down all the way around outside of the building because I thought a fence would be important for a school. And you'll notice lots of trees and stuff, kind of to make it just kind of a nice green area. And then we come over here to the elementary school, which is also the kindergarten as well. We also have that built into it. This is the Red Hawk elementary school system that has been in a workshop for a long time. It used to be like a thing where you could like grow it in different pieces. Now it's just available in all the pieces and you just attach them yourself. But I thought this was a nice kind of elementary school to use over here. Didn't need as much parking as we needed over there for the other one though, because we have parking here in the back for like the football field as well. But over here, I felt, you know, kids aren't going to be driving to school if they're in elementary, so it's just going to be mostly faculty and parents and stuff. We also have over here, though, which seems to be quite busy, the Little League baseball field, also the high school baseball field if they use it, which I don't know if they would use it very much or not, but I don't know, maybe in this town, maybe that is kind of important, or maybe it's not, and maybe this is just mostly for the elementary, because when they're in elementary, they really like their Little League. So we have a Little League baseball field here, which is, you know, part of the school. And then in the back here, oh, that was weird. Where'd that truck go? Okay, it just dropped down in there and just completely disappeared and just ended up parking over here. Okay, weird. I added a few more swings and some other things over here as well to make a little playground area. But this back section here, this would be the kindergarten area. And this would be where they would come out and they would have their playtime and stuff when they're not napping. I mean, you go to school to spend all day playing and napping. I never quite understood the idea of kindergarten, but I don't remember learning anything in kindergarten except when it wasn't nap time. Can I have my pudding now? You know, pudding. All right, anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I really like how the whole area just kind of really came together and it matched perfectly with everything that I wanted to do here. The only other thing I could maybe do would be maybe put a bigger like parking lot area here, but I'm fine with that. We actually have a little bit of space here for maybe something else that we could put along the actual main highway. Which leads me to the next thing. I don't know if I actually left enough space between the highway and these houses here for any kind of like shopping centers and stuff, like little shopping plazas. Typically along New Circle Road in Lexington, there are lots of businesses and stuff, but they all have like you would go down into a road and then it would be another road and then the things would be back here. So I think I might have to actually bring New Circle, or as I call it for our town, I've decided to call it the Loop. So we're just going to call it the Loop instead of New Circle Road. So the Loop may need to kind of be moved out this way a little bit, or maybe redone somehow. I don't know. Maybe I have to work on that in the next episode. Also, not sure if I have enough room over here to do some shopping areas like I want to do here as well. So again, may have to look into that. I don't know yet. We'll see how things kind of work out as it progresses. But yeah, next episode we are going to work on the city a little bit, trying to get more into downtown areas, doing a lot of that. But we desperately need a fire department, police department, and healthcare, because let me just here, let me hit this and I'll show you why. If we turn off one of the mods I have, everyone is dead apparently. Everyone has been murdered. It was the police. Like, all of this was covered by police a little bit ago when I started this video, and I hid this. So there's a lot of crime. Now just everyone's dead. They've all killed each other. Crime is run rampant. We had the purge, I guess. So going to have to take care of this very, very soon. We're going to need that police station, which is quite funny. So let's turn that off, kids, so we don't have to look at that. But all right, so that's going to be it for this episode from here in City Skylines. I will see you guys again next weekend for another episode. We'll see what we build next weekend, shall we? Until then, thanks for watching, guys. I very much appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that button. Very much appreciate it. All of that will be said here in a moment by me, of course, in the end of the video. Wherever you are in the world, though, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I will see you on Twitch or in one of my next videos. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on twitch.tv and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.